WLNS is here for you with 6 News at 6.
Human remains found in a freezer. Police are calling it a homicide. It's our top story tonight at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones.
And I'm Siobhan Klepfer. Last night at 11, 6 News told you about the police response to a suspicious situation at an East Lansing townhome.
And today we learned more. Police found one body and remains of a second in a freezer at Coolidge Place.
Rachel Ramsey was on the scene today and has the latest from police and reaction from a neighbor. Rachel.
Sherry, Siobhan, police say the townhome's management let them know there was blood in the apartment. They say while searching, they found a dead body in the freezer, along with possibly finding human remains from a second individual also in the freezer. There are still a lot of unanswered questions as the investigation only began yesterday, but neighbors are very disturbed.
We were thinking last night, how many days have we spent sleeping in bed, potentially mere feet away from a corpse?
Andrew Whitney lives near the home now marked a biohazard at Coolidge Place. Today, he's processing that at least one person was found dead in a freezer right by him.
Something violent and serious appears to have happened.
Whitney says he hasn't seen anyone enter or leave the townhome for months. Police say they believe this homicide happened a while ago. They say the pool of blood they found was dried.
I don't believe that this happened last night or within the last couple days. I think this is something that happened further back.
Officials say having a delay between finding the bodies and the crime taking place will make the investigation harder. But the interim police chief says he has faith detectives will get to the bottom of it.
My hopes is that, we find something quickly. That way, the public can be at ease, family members can be at ease, neighbors can be at ease and stuff like that.
He says no arrests have been made and there is currently no person of interest. They also say there were no signs of forced entry into the home. This is very early on in the investigation and many questions remain.
Anything that the public, if they've heard anything, seen anything, that they can contact us.
Back to Whitney, who is in shock. He says he knew something was very wrong last night when the forensics team was at the townhome until 4 a.m. and his nose could tell too.
I haven't smelled death, but if I had to guess, it was the smell of death.
A spokesperson for the company that manages Coolidge Place says since this is an ongoing investigation, management is fully cooperating, but the situation is not something they want to comment on, given that it appears to be a tragic personal issue. Back to you.
Rachel, thank you. Also new for you tonight, Lansing police say they have arrested the suspect responsible for the murder of 18-year-old Braylon Shepard last night.
Now, it happened shortly before midnight in 600 block of Sadie Court. Taryn Simmons was at the scene and she's here for you now with more details on this investigation tonight. Taryn?
Sherry, Siobhan, police say when they arrived at the scene, Shepard had been in a car crash. They believe the suspect left in a different car. I spoke to a witness who says she's nervous and anxious to live in the complex now. Micaiah Davis says she was putting her daughter to sleep when she heard 6 or 7 gunshots and then a loud boom. She says when she went outside, she saw cops everywhere and 3 cars smashed together. Davis says the victim used to work for her mother and says she's never experienced anything like this before. She was scared to show her face on camera.
Been a couple of violence, but nothing like this, like arguing and stuff, but nothing like this.
Lansing police have arrested the 19-year-old suspect in Calhoun County this afternoon. The incident is still under investigation. If you or anyone else has more information, visit our website at WLNS.com.
All right, Taryn, thank you. We also have new information for you this evening about the police chase in Jackson from earlier this week.
Police say a man fired at officers and deputies, hitting a police sergeant and threw pipe bombs before being killed by law enforcement.
And now state police are asking for your help. They are trying to learn more about exactly what happened, and they're asking for anyone with relevant video, including surveillance or doorbell camera video, to share it with them. The police chase happened in the area around the 1000 block of Cooper Street on the east side of Jackson on Wednesday evening. So the detective sergeant's number on this case is on your screen right there. Please call in a tip if you have anything that could help.
Well, people all over the country report getting a racist text message from a stranger this week.
It was sent to people in at least 18 states, including right here in mid-Michigan.
Good afternoon. You have been selected to become a slave at your nearest plantation.
Now that is the beginning of the text received by a local 16-year-old girl. Hundreds of other Black Americans got the same text yesterday. This afternoon, the Attorney General of Louisiana announced that the cyber crimes unit in that state had tracked down the origin of some of the messages to a Polish internet address. The local girl and her mom spoke exclusively with 6 News today about how that message impacted them, and they asked us to conceal their identities for their own safety.
It's still kind of scary because, like, you never know what might happen.
6 News will have more from the teen, her mom, and an expert on hate and extremism coming up for you tonight at 11 o'clock. If you or someone you know received this text message, anything like this kind, well, the FBI is asking you to submit a tip to their online portal, and you can find a link to that on our website under the Scene on 6 section at WLNS.com.
Kids throughout mid-Michigan are starting to need some winter gear to help keep them warm, and we are asking you to help us make that happen. It's time for our annual Coats for the Community Drive, and that's where we team up with the Cristo Rey Community Center and other local partners to help people make it through the winter. But it's not just coats. If you have scarves, hats, gloves, or any other winter clothing, you can drop them off right here at the station or at Cristo Rey, Carpet Studio in Okemos, your local Barry Ames Cleaners, or one of 3 Shaheen Automotive locations through Friday, November 15th.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Weather-wise across the area today, obviously very nice. I mean, we certainly had no inclement weather to deal with, but overall the next several days there will be some changes on the way, and that's going to come in the form of some rainfall. Until then, though, again, enjoy this evening and enjoy the forecast for tomorrow. Sherry and Siobhan, you're going to notice on my picks on 6 Winter today, I didn't get a human name on this. This is a little different pick, so let's take a look. But this is one happy puppy. Ziggy out there enjoying those leaves. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? Oh, such a happy pup. My dog loves the leaves too. To have your weather photos or pets or anything else weather related, just send to us. Just head to WLNS.com/share and upload your weather picture. Very cute Ziggy. A look at the Skyview Network this afternoon on the McLaren Cam. What a beautiful sunset. Nice color in the sky. Temperature today made it up to 61 degrees. Not bad. Current temperature, though, we've fallen back to 53 really quickly with the mostly clear skies. It won't take long for it to get kind of chilly out there tonight. 53 currently in Grand Ledge. High today was up to 59. Jackson Camp, spectacular view as always, and it's one you can step outside and enjoy. Still 53 degrees after high this afternoon, up to 60 degrees. In Hillsdale, we're quiet tonight with mostly clear skies, and our temperature now down to 52 after high this afternoon, up to 60. Other numbers around the viewing area, temps to the northeast in Owasso, 50 to the west, 52 in Hastings, and we're basically all pretty much in between that this evening. High temperature trend. It does get mild this weekend, then a big cool down next week, but the little red line is where we should be, so we're still going to be just a smidge above average, even with that high of 49 degrees next Friday. Rain chances are pretty low out there for this evening with mostly clear skies. They'll start to ramp up as we head into tomorrow night. Some rain is probable or very likely, in fact, by early Sunday morning, and then during the day on Sunday, our rain chances will begin to slowly go back down. A look at the satellite and radar. It is quiet with the big blue H to our northwest. That means frosty weather tomorrow morning, lows near the freezing mark. During the morning hours, looks great outside, but the late afternoon, clouds start to thicken up. It'll become cloudy at some point tomorrow afternoon or evening. And then late tomorrow night, a band of rain will shift through the area. So wet weather to start our Sunday. The low pressure system will pass overhead during the day, so chance for a couple more showers, but the most widespread part of that will come during the early morning. Tonight's forecast, overnight low 32 degrees, average lows right around 34, so we're not too far from that. For tomorrow, temperatures climb out of the 30s and into the mid-50s by 4 o'clock as those clouds move in. Light winds, though, so all in all, not a bad Saturday. The 6-day forecast, Sunday, rainy. Monday, just some clouds left over for Veterans Day. Tuesday into Wednesday, rain chances go back up. Then late next week, we cooled it off just a little bit. Next weekend, pretty much like this weekend, more rain showers next Sunday with high temperatures then still in the 50s.
What a fall.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
No, there's still no snow. As I said yesterday, I'm still watching. There's cold air building in Canada, so it's at some point a system's going to pass by and drag that air south, but it's not happening so far.
No, and the leaves are falling right now, so you can get them all cleaned up, because sometimes it'll snow on the leaves and then you're in a heap of trouble.
And those years, they stay until next spring.
No kidding.